Hello and welcome. My name is Amanda, and today I have for you my plan with me for the week of November 25th through December 1st, aka Thanksgiving week. I'm so excited, and I have this Thanksgiving kit from LavenForest that I'm using, and I am pairing it with rose gold foil. I had a much easier time using this kit than I did the first time I used a kit from her shop, because the paper, it's really difficult to lift up, and also you have to make sure to not bend anything because the ink does flake off. But knowing that, this time it was a lot easier for me, so I think I enjoyed planning with this kit from this shop a lot more the second time around. But right now I am just going through and laying down my full boxes, kind of trying to balance out things as best as I can. Honestly, I didn't really have any rhyme or reason for where I laid these boxes down, other than the one on Thursday, because I am putting a full box overlay on top of it that says, "What if today we were just grateful for everything," which I thought was very fitting for Thanksgiving. Oh, and there I am laying down that full box overlay. I did print and foil this myself, but I got the artwork, or it was already ready as a cut file from an Etsy shop called Sincerely D Designs. I will leave all of the shops mentioned down in the description box below. Some of them do have referral links, which will typically give both of us money off either your first purchase or me for, I guess, a returning purchase. Some of them are just kind of Etsy shop links and the like, but if I don't mention where a sticker's from, the shop will definitely be mentioned down in the description box below. So right now I am going through and laying down the headers. These kits don't come with glitter headers, which is fine. But I think the options are either to do or today. I ended up going with to do because I believe the today headers were that same kind of burnt orange color as the date covers. So I didn't want too much of that color side by side. And right now I am going in and laying down some date numbers on top of these date covers. I did design and print and foil these date numbers myself with just rose gold foil. I kind of really like how simple her date covers are. It's nice to not have pattern everywhere you look. And then I did cut the checklist flags down from 6 hearts to 3. I don't need a full checklist throughout the week. And I like to be able to put in, I guess, my plans as the day progresses. I lay down the bulk of what I know is going to happen, and then the rest is more, I guess, memory keeping, and also just some time to spend with my planner. I'm really curious to know, for those of you who plan like me and lay down the bones and then go back and fill in things later, when do you end up doing that? I pretty much do it every day or every other day while Skylar and I are watching TV together, because I guess I always kind of feel guilty just like sitting and watching TV, but if I'm doing something, then then I can kind of justify how much I'm sitting and binging Gilmore Girls or whatever it is that Sky and I are watching. Right now it's been the Grand Tour, which is a Top Gear show, and we've kind of been getting through some movies, things like that. But I'm really curious to know, where do you plan, or what do you do while you're planning the rest of the week? While I film my plan with me's, I'm typically listening to an audiobook. Like during the filming of this one, I'm listening to A Breath of Snow and Ashes by Diana Gabaldon, because I can get probably a good hour in. So yeah, I'm just kind of curious. What do you do while you're planning? I did go through and lay down some I guess photo corners that are in rose gold foil at the bottom of each box. Those are from Sticky Slot Designs. And then off camera, I used some washi tape header from Rose Colored Days in that rose gold scallop, and I did put it over the top of the box, just because it looks a little funny to have it not on the box, and like if I were to put it above it, it would have looked funny. I'm going through and doing the sidebar now, and I'm pulling in some leftover, what are those called? Glitter headers from Simply a Mess. And I decided, because I knew I was going to pull in that full box overlay quote, I decided to keep the give thanks for just the sidebar, because I thought it would be just a good kind of intro to the week. And again, I'm going through and laying down those photo corners, and then I am going to put the scallop rose gold header over as well, just to keep it uniform and consistent with the rest of the week. There's a little bit of white space above and below the scallop, so I line it up so that the top of the scallop is at the top of the box. So there is a little bit of clear sticker paper that is sticking onto the just regular paper, and you'll see that on Sunday when I put down a quarter box. The space that I'm leaving is because I'm butting up that sticker right up to the header, so that's the amount of space that it hangs off the page, or the full box. There we go. Words are a little tricky right now. So I did go through and put in one habit tracker that's just for marking walking the pups throughout the week. Then I'm going to put in another glitter header, and then I'm going to take one of those shortened checklists and put it down in that space I had because it fit perfectly. And I do start out putting a rose gold foiled book from Sticky Slot Designs in that space, and then I do lift that up in a little bit because I remember there is a book icon in the kit, and I like to use the icons from the kit whenever I can. But anyway, that is just to mark any books I start throughout the week, and hopefully that weekly checklist there isn't just a space filler and it's an actual functional checklist to mark that I'm doing PIO, but we'll see. And then I have these countdown stickers, script stickers. I've got both Thanksgiving and Christmas going on right now. I did print and foil them myself, but they are from an Etsy shop called, well, it's the same shop as that full box overlay, so it's Sincerely D Designs. So for Monday through Wednesday, I have 3 days down to 1 day until Thanksgiving, and then Monday I have 1 month until Christmas, and then Wednesday is 4 weeks until Christmas. I kind of had to place them in an awkward space just because I did use those corners, and I didn't want like the foil to, I guess, be too chunky in one spot. But because these scripts are so dainty, I think it doesn't look too bad to have them just kind of floating in the middle-ish of the full boxes. And then I laid down a rose gold foiled garbage can from Sticky Sloth Designs in the checklist just to mark that garbage goes out on Tuesday and gets picked up. And then I'm pulling in a label from the kit. There aren't very many half boxes or quarter boxes, but there are quite a few labels. And unfortunately, they do have in black ink, some of them have dollar signs. Others are, I think, like running shoes and TVs and things like that. You can tell if you look really close up, but it's not going to bother me too much if I just layer my icons over them. So the one that I have for Tuesday is to mark that I've got my yearly physical. And I think that stethoscope might be from Sticky Essentials, but I'm not entirely sure. It's a leftover from a kit from some time ago. And then the label I'm using on Wednesday is going to mark my violin lesson. I think all of the rose gold foiled icons I'm using are from Sticky Sloth Designs. And since that name's a bit of a tongue twister, I'm just gonna use a blanket statement right now so that you know. And also I've got a Happy Thanksgiving script I'm gonna pull in as well. That's from the same shop. And now for just Thursday and Friday, I'm bringing in some Simply Gilded Skinny Washi. It's kind of a crimson-y berry color with rose gold foiled bows on it. And then I've got these day off script stickers from Saucy Stickers Co. Just to mark that Thursday I'm off work due to Thanksgiving holiday, and then we also get Friday off as well. So it'll be a nice short week, nice long weekend, full of relaxing. We are doing Thanksgiving at our house again this year just because my parents live next door and they have 3 dogs. We have 2 dogs, and my brother just got a puppy. So it's easiest and most convenient for my brother to just bring his puppy to my house so that he can play with my pups and they can run outside and, do their business whenever they need. And then my parents can just run next door to their geriatric dogs and let them out and feed them and stuff. So we are doing Thanksgiving. It's going to be a very easy, low-key Thanksgiving. We agreed yesterday we're doing meatloaf and red roasted potatoes and green bean casserole, I think salad, and then an apple pie or something like that. So very simple, and I'm looking forward to it. But I've got the script sticker, same thing from Sticky Sloth Designs. That's the last time I'm going to say it in this video. That I'm putting over this kind of cut washi strip from the kit. I had a hard time finding somewhere that this could layer over, because normally script stickers like this I would put over the full box, but since I already had that quote box there, I needed some other place to mark it. And I feel like Thanksgiving we're not going to be doing a lot anyway. It's really just family time, so that space will need to be filled up anyway. So I figured the script sticker would be fine there. And then I've got this, it's kind of half box size flat lay that's got a planner and other such goodies, just to mark that normally I would film a plan with me on Thursday, but this time I'm just going to do it Friday since I've got the day off, and I won't be hostessing anyone at the house. Then moving on to the weekend, I've got the last 2 full boxes to lay down. I am going to put another full box overlay over the top of those pumpkins that says there's always something to be thankful for, again from Sincerely D Designs. And then the pie is going on Sunday. I really like the different fonts that she selected for these overlays. I like that they're not all the same font. And then again, just laying down those photo corners on the box that doesn't have the overlay on top of it. And I'm gonna put down those scalloped headers again. I was a little nervous that the scallop was gonna go into the there is part of that box, but it was just the right size that they didn't interfere with each other. And then normally with kits with only 8 full boxes, I make a washi full box on the second note section there, but this time I was being a little lazy, so I put in another checklist. I have no idea what I'll use it for, but it filled in the space nicely. I've got my typical book started checklist, my potential PIO checklist, my Happy Mail checklist. I've got a checklist for cleaning and studying. So I don't know. We'll see what I use that for. But I did pull in another glitter header from a leftover Simply a Mess kit, and I kept one of the checklists as a full checklist. That is my Happy Mail checklist. And the other 2, like the rest, have been cut down to just 3. And then I've got a little envelope icon, and I think that's when I remembered that there was a book icon. And part of the reason too that I pulled in that extra checklist was just to put a bit more of the green, the dark green on this page. All right, so now into my plans. I have these rose gold foiled flags from Clever Gal Crafts, and I've got this motor oil can from Printables, which is another printable Etsy shop, just to mark that I need to check my oil. And then here's what I was talking about earlier of the amount of, I guess, hang off that header gives. This quarter box marks that my 7th term at school ends on the last day of November. I'm just using a paperclip icon because that's kind of how I mark all my school stuff. And then I've got this Hello December script sticker from Rose Colored Days that I put over the pie just to mark that December 1st, last month there of 2020 or 2019. Oh my goodness. 2020 is going to be a big year. I'm really looking forward to it, but I also don't want these last few weeks of November and the rest of December to go by too quickly. I've got another flag there from Clever Gal Crafts and a foiled dog paw just to mark that Ronan and Aoife need their flea meds. And then I'm pulling in another label sticker with that same foiled book that I used earlier, just to mark that the reindeer readathon that is being hosted by my friend Eric this year over at Break Even Books begins on the 1st. It's a whole month-long readathon, and I'm really excited for it. It's kind of a competition. There's 4 different teams, so it'll be fun to tally up the points and see how much reading gets done by the end of the month. And then I am going in with some Simply Gilded washi and some icons for the last page there just to tie it in. So that is everything, and I will chat with you in the next video. Bye!